Welcome back, guys, and thanks for tuning in to the brand new series I have, which is called Sim's Words of Wisdom, which I plan to drop each and every Wednesday. Basically, what it would be about, guys, is I hope that it'll be a lot of crowd participation. I want you guys to give me things that you may need advice on, things that you may need some wisdom on, as far as, what would you do in this situation, or how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? And it can be about anything. I'm open to any topic, any subject. I'm happy to do it. Just something a little different outside of gaming, to try to do something different. I like engaging and having conversation and giving my thoughts on things. So I said, what better way to do it than to offer the ability for you guys to share. Now, like I said, it could be about anything, relationships, work, religion, whatever the case may be. And I'll try to answer these things to the best of my ability. Now, since we're just starting out, guys, and I'm introducing this series today, what I'll basically talk about real quick is the Carmelo Anthony situation. Now, for you guys that may or may not know, Carmelo Anthony, allegedly has, cheated on his wife, Lala Anthony. Supposedly, he has gotten another woman pregnant. And that's what the situation is. You would assume that perhaps there would be a divorce. I think that, she has filed divorce or what have you. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's what the story is right now. And there you have it. Now, what I want to talk about as far as my thoughts on seeing other men out here comment on the situation negatively. Let me explain what I'm saying. I'm seeing too many men out here saying, oh, he should have did this, oh, he should have did that, and they making memes about it, and and I'm like, yo, first of all, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what benefit are you getting out of that? Making memes about, joking on him and things like that. At the end of the day, he made a mistake. Everybody is capable of making a mistake. Now, I'm not, condoning him cheating on his wife. No, I am not. I don't think that's something he should have did. That's not something that I've done or plan to do. I don't recommend any man do that, because if you're committing yourself to a woman as your wife, that's what it should be. Point blank, period. For whatever reason you feel. If you are a religious person, according to the word of the Lord, you're not supposed to do that. So that should be your obligation as well, even outside of the obligation to your wife. As well as if you're not a religious person, if you are committing by law to be with this woman and you are taking her hand in marriage, that should be it. Now listen, I'm not a saint. Listen, I used to do my thing before I was married, and back in the day when I was running around, absolutely, I understand the consequences, or not even the consequences, the circumstances that you may be in with different women. Or I understand being a man, you may be attracted to a woman or what have you, because naturally that's how a lot of men are wired. I understand that. Like I said, I had my time when I was, dating 2 or 3 or 4 girls at a time and things like that. I did all of that, but it's in the past. I've grown, I've matured. I ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm about my family and my wife, and there you go. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I have a 3-year-old son, and I can't imagine my actions chasing after somebody, just to get a shot of leg, chasing after some chick just for that, mess around, get her pregnant. Now I'm in jeopardy of losing my current situation with my wife and my child. I couldn't imagine having a situation where I could potentially not see my son every single day just because I wanted to, test the water somewhere else, or I had this, this physical itch I needed to scratch. It ain't worth it. And that's my words of wisdom today. It's not worth that. I know people who have gone in that situation. I know people close to me who have dealt with this situation. It's not worth it. It's not worth it just for a night of fun. Like I said, I'm a man and I understand how it is, how you could be aroused by another woman or what have you. I've been in those situations in the past. I understand that. Or you have a sexual appetite or whatever you want to call it. But bruh, it has to become a time and place where you mature and you're faithful to your wife, your family, and yourself. Above all of that, yourself. Because like I said, you have to think about the consequence. You can't just think about the pleasure you're about to have for this night or however long you're sleeping with this chick. You can't think about that. You're supposed to have done that well before you got married, got that out your system, and there it is. Now, like I said, I'm not telling you that you can't think somebody's attractive. I see attractive women all the time, but that's where it stops. I see somebody and be like, oh, you know, she's nice. She's a nice looking chick. I even tell my wife that. My wife knows that. That of course I'm gonna cross paths with a woman that I think is nice looking. Just like I expect her to see another man that she thinks nice looking. Everybody has eyes, but that's where it should end. I'm at the point right now where I don't even think about cheating on my wife. That's how I know I ain't gonna do it. I don't have no desire to holler at some chick, get her number, hook up with her. No desire to do that because like I said, I'm past all that. I'm grown and I'm mature beyond just doing that. And also, even if I couldn't govern myself, I think about my family and my son. There ain't nothing gonna keep me from my son every day. So that's just it, man. Be careful out there, guys. For you young guys who are gonna see this, do your thing while you're young. You know, go through your little phase like everybody does. Do your thing. But when you commit to somebody and take their hand in marriage, do right by that marriage. And again, if you're religious, do right by the Lord. Don't mess it up. Don't do that. I mean, after all that time that Lala and Melo has been together, it sucks to see that, man, but can't make those mistakes. But at the end of the day, stop judging that man. You know, stop judging another man. Like that is corny to me that y'all out here making light of the situation and saying, oh, he's stupid, he's an idiot. Okay, now go ask yourself, have you ever been in that situation and you probably did that? Or how many people do you know personally who's done that? So cut that out, man. Stop clowning that man for that. You know, just accept the news and move on. Those are my words of wisdom, guys. So definitely, if you have anything that you want me to give my thoughts on, any advice, any words of wisdom, etc., etc., I plan to do this each and every Wednesday. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. I'll also send, you know, not send, but I'll put my email address in the description. So if you want to shoot me an email, you want me to keep your name private and things like that, I will do that. But I think this is something fun for me to do. I'm always giving people my thoughts and advice anyway. So I said, hey, why not open it up to the YouTube world, and we'll see how that pans out. So all right, guys, that's all I got for you. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, cut on your notifications as well. I promise it'll never hurt you to hit that like button. All right, guys, until next time, catch you in the next video. Peace.